All right, guys. We are back. Guess what? You thought we weren't coming back? We have had a lot going on. And so today, I'm Lynie from the Pinkhouse, and my compadre is...
I am Carla from CLM Custom Design.
And we have come together once again to give y'all that entertaining channel-to-channel girlfriend check-in. So...
a very tired version of...
Here we are, back again. There's been a lot of things going on, and so we're going to see the floor and let her fill us in on some things that have happened, some things she's got coming up, some things she's prospecting to want to do, just whatever's going on in her space of the world. What's happening, girl?
Can we turn the music down just ever so slightly? I don't know.
Huh?
Can you turn the music down just a little bit? I don't know if it's possible.
It's not up loud at all.
No, I don't know. It's just like it's drawing my attention to the music. Anyway.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's nice.
You said all of that live. Okay, go ahead.
That's more soothing. The other one was a little like whatever. Anyway. What do I got coming up? Well, this Friday is my entrepreneur segment. So guys, make sure you're signed up and ready for that. I have a really interesting young lady who's coming up this Friday to talk about what she does. Let's see, Saturday, I have a vendor event coming up. Pretty excited about that. So if you are in my area, please come down to Sportsman Hall in Hampstead to the roller rink. So that roller rink, that sounds so old. I am really dating myself. I'm gonna say skate.
Speak up. You're muffled a little bit.
Oh, normally I put in my external mic, but I didn't today. But I did ask you if you could hear me, and you did say yes.
At that point, I could, but now you tend to go soft.
Probably the music. In any event,
it's not.
In any event, yeah. So the skating rink this coming Saturday. Come check it out if you're in the area. Let's see. What have I been doing? I don't know. This month is like September was like a blur. I don't know what happened. It just seemed like crazy, like stuff was going on. But I can't really tell you what was going on. It was busy though. So just kind of my normal stuff, I guess, lining up more people for my segments, trying to nail them down. I had a lot of custom orders come through, school starting back. All of that is super, super busy. So just kind of like my same old stuff. I have been working on, right now I'm on Etsy. I'm working on getting on Shopify. So that did take a lot of my September because figuring out Shopify is not for the faint of heart. So I have been working very hard this month trying to get my Shopify up and running, trying to get new pictures of my products, trying to elevate my logo. So really just kind of trying to take all my business things to the next level. Better pictures, better logo, just, everything else so that at least by the time January rolls around, I can kind of have like, not a relaunch, but that'll be a year for us, correct? That'll be a year since we came out. So kind of like on that year anniversary.
Launch. I like that better.
What did I say? Oh,
came out. You stupid.
Okay. Anywho, yeah, so since that year is coming up, I'm trying to get some things ready so I can celebrate that year with a bang. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on this past September. What you been working on, girlie?
Well, as a few, there's been a lot of stuff going on. One of the highlights of my September was that my mom and I got to go down to Fernandino. I always want to say sand in front of it, but it's not. It's Fernandino Beach, Florida, to visit my sister, and we hadn't seen her and my brother-in-law in person in 2.5 years since the pandemic, and so that was really, really a great visit. While there, my sister is a very avid diamond painter, and she had already gotten me into it, but got one of her prints down there and started working on it, and it just, I don't know, it just hook, line, and sinkered me. And so we've decided as friends that once a month we meet privately as a group to have some fun. But then you and I decided that we may meet once a month as well to do it for some content on the channel, because I'm sure it's a lot of people out there that might be looking for a project to do, and that DIY painting is awesome. So that was one of the things. Revamping a few things. We revamped the Wednesday word game, and this past Wednesday it was just insane because we had more players play. I mean, the one girl, she dropped like 334 words from this first word.
Whoa!
And when I did
hope
it,
she won.
yeah, when I did a check, she went down to 252 was the win. So she still, I mean, she slammed it. It was really good. And even though I had a new player that couldn't quite figure out how to get her words posted because she was using like a Google Doc system or something, and it didn't happen for her. The fact that it was a new player that was reaching her because wants to play. So I told her, just in the future, jot it down and then type it one time in that way, because it wasn't letting it come over, whatever. But it was really exciting and fun. So that was good, because I had thought my sister won with 87 words because I couldn't see the girl who played the most. Something happened, and then it popped up, and she had posted her words like 5 days ago. So but yeah, so that's exciting. So we relaunched it. We finished the Shakespeare series of words that I had been using. Yeah, we did. I mean, I still had more cards, but I decided that whole of the pre-recorded ones that I had done, we finished that, and so I rechanged the look of it. And now we're using Webster does a word of the day.
Yeah.
And so I get that email to me, a word of the day, and so I'm extracting words from that. So that's exciting. I'm liking that more people are getting interested in it.
Maybe that's why I can't win, because you ain't been seeing my words.
Huh?
Maybe that's why I can't win, because you ain't been seeing my words.
You haven't been posting words. Don't even go there. I've had several fantastic conversations this past month. One lady, her story was about her living with fibromyalgia, and it was phenomenal. The feedback from it was awesome, and it was really a good segment, and it was a springboard to me meeting other people, and now having some other people booked for some segments. And so it's just working the I don't want to say kinks, but you know how it is when you're trying to lock something down or what have you, just working those little details out. I have a training all day because one of the hats I wear, I'm a Mary Kay consultant, and Mary Kay is always educating you. She's always giving you some type of training to help you be better. And so I have a Mary Kay training this Saturday for about 6 or 8 hours, I think. And so that was another thing that I had to prep for and get ready for. And then, of course, Little Miss Princess had to get her annuals at the vet. And so we took care of all of that. And that's basically, I think, like you said, it's like trying to remember, because it's so funny. The month goes so fast. It's like, you know what I mean? You have stuff laid out or whatever, and then it's like, wham, we're here at the end of the month already. So
that's why we said we were going to try to do the middle of the month, but then we can't even get there, and then forget at the end of the month what's going on.
So I look at it this way. We're going to do it once a month whenever it falls, depending on, because sometimes you just can't because of scheduling and what have you.
Trying to coordinate two people's schedules is a lot. Can't even coordinate your own, but then trying to get two people together. But
I'm excited because one of the people that I'm featuring coming up is a fella. And so he'll be my first male for my entrepreneur segment, and so I'm excited about that. So just follow little things, just trying to tweak it. And
so is your entrepreneur segment different from or is it kind of all mingled in with your
what do you mean?
Survivor segment? So your entrepreneur segment, is that different from your Survivor segment, or is just kind of like
it's 3 different segments, and so it just depends on what it is. If you're like your segment, you're an entrepreneur, but that's not what you were interviewed for. You were interviewed for caregiver. So it's survivor, caregiver, and entrepreneur. So yeah. So this will be I have actually 2 entrepreneur segments coming up, and so I'm excited about that. And I have a couple more lined up, and people that have committed, but it's like, just like you said, trying to coordinate the schedules and getting them locked down for the schedule.
I'm going to go back and touch on this little diamond painting thing, because what did I tell you when y'all got started with this?
Say that again.
What did I tell you when y'all got started with that?
Oh, yeah. Let me educate y'all on Miss C, because, she always is the one that she wasn't doing it. When we started, she was like, oh, I'm not doing that. I don't have no time for that. She was so against it. I tell y'all, she found a awesome, huge project as her starter project, which blew my mind, because I would have never went big to start out. But she did, and she is. And now I think it's almost like she's addicted.
Well, I have an addicted personality. I don't know what it is. Whatever I decide I'm going to get into, I go. That's why I didn't want to get involved, because I knew it would involve me going to buy a whole bunch of stuff before I even started any particular project. But somehow you guys, under the guise of girlfriend time, see, that's what happens. You mask it under this girlfriend time, and it.
But now let me ask you a question. When we got together this past Sunday, two questions to ask you. One, did you have fun?
I was having fun with my girl.
Okay. And I don't know if you noticed it, but that time went by so fast. It blew my mind when I looked up. We had been doing it for 4 hours. We started at 7:30.
Yeah. The time did go by. Yeah. I think the other part of it is, though, too, we hadn't gotten together in a while. It had been a minute since we all had gotten together. So I think the project gave us a definitive means
of
getting together. Because, sometimes you could just say, oh, we want to get together to talk. But when other things come up, they will take priority over the conversation. But when you actually schedule a project and then people are looking forward to doing the project, then I think that makes it more of a hard, fast kind of date and time.
Yeah. And so, like you, whenever it comes to me dealing with something new, a project or whatever, I tend to get all the things way ahead of time, but I am so glad that I did get a lot of the things that I did have, but there are a couple new things that I acquired. Like, I'm telling you, this book that I got about it.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Let me just tell you. I felt like I read the book last night.
But I'm gonna tell you, and just from those 3 screenshots, I'm telling you, this should be the definitive must-read book for Diamond Dot. She covers everything, and the thing that I like about her, she doesn't show bias. She compares, like, the trays that we use to store. She compares them. And then she tells you out of them what she prefers. But you're welcome to do whatever, and that's what I like, that you're presenting it all and letting people still make their own decision. But it's a great book.
Well, we definitely felt your excitement, because every page you read, you screenshotted and sent.
Well, it wasn't every page, but it was those things that I thought was most critical.
I was like, if I read one more book, then I'm trying to sleep.
I thought those were the most critical things y'all needed to know. Yeah. One, a good thing to do to alleviate the static on the drills, because they can be staticky and stuff, and that's why they pop around and all that kind of stuff, is to put a dryer sheet or a little dryer pellet, like the Downy things. Put a little dry pellet in where you're storing them, and that'll take rid of the static. I thought that's a good tip, because them little suckers, sometimes when you pop open, because the lid is so tight, when you pop it open, they flying everywhere, and it's because of the static that they incur. So anyway, I was very pleased with it. So very, very informative.
You were thrilled with that purchase.
Yes, I am. That was a great investment. And my nephew, I must say to all the viewers that are watching, my 6-year, if he heard that, he'd be upset. My 7-year-old great nephew has a Spider-Man that he's working on when he comes here to visit us, and he loves it. So I decided to get him a little special pen for when he comes to give it to him as his special, instead of the little plastic ones that come with the kits. So I'm excited about that.
So I guess we've said all that to say, stay tuned. I'm sure you'll see it pregnant because you know what they say. Everything
We
is
will be
content.
diving.
Everything is content.
So for those that don't want to record with us in the group, we will, because we understand life is content. It can be content, whatever it is. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think the last thing that I have been trying to aggressively, and when I say aggressively, I mean aggressively. And when I tell you all this, you'll know why I said that. Work on is getting my knee injection scheduled. So, because y'all know, sister girl got some bad knees, and they have really been bothering me. And so I just got the paperwork to say that the authorization is there. So now I just got to get the appointment scheduled because it's an injection in each knee a week for 3 weeks. And so I just got to get those scheduled. So that has been my September.
Yeah, September.
Oh, in my trunk show, which was in September last year, and it was supposed to be, it had to be moved because of the fact that we were going away and then we're coming back to some stuff already pre-scheduled. So it is going to be in October, and I'm looking at, I think I'll put it out there some kind of way, but it's going to be in October because I don't want to wait too much longer because it'll be too cold to do it. So yeah. But that's what I got going on in my world.
Well, I mean, I guess I should share this other big news.
Big news? Go ahead.
Big news. It's going to be an addition to our family.
I ain't gonna put you on blast in front of the people and tell you how you feel about it. Go ahead. That is so sweet. I'm sorry. What is this? What is this revelation that she is sharing with the public? What's the addition? Are you pregnant?
No. Yeah, right. You would see me in a straitjacket on a stretcher somewhere. That being the case, and I don't know, I might also be in the same type of position with this news.
You know, look, wait a minute. When Amber hears it, she's gonna be you-hooing for you, like celebrating you, like, yay, Carla.
Well, so you decide to go away on vacation, and of course, you packed Princess up because she's got
my baby needed somebody that would show her some TLC while her mom was gone. So, and my little niece, Carla's daughter, Winter, so lovingly volunteered to cat sit Princess for me.
Which I knew was going to turn into a thing.
What did the thing turn into?
She's always, you know, teetering on that. And I have to say that I'm a dog person. Always been a dog person. I tried to raise her to be a dog person.
She's like her Aunt Lynie. No.
Evidently, I failed people. I failed miserably. So after her jaunt with Princess, we get the news that now she is going to get a fur baby of the cat persuasion.
Yes, and it's a baby. So she's going to raise it. That's what I'm so excited about. They'll bond and grow together.
So does that make me a cat grandma?
That makes you a fur grandma.
Is that what that thing is called?
Yes. You're going to have to soften your stance on kitty cats. It's a baby. And it's different. Yeah, it's a baby.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Huh? I'm excited for her. I'm excited. So
it's gonna,
that we were going to have to throw her a kitten shower.
Because I'm not a cat lover. I'm not a cat hater, but I'm not a cat lover. We'll see how this thing turns out. She's already asked me to babysit, and I'm like, nah, not yet. And I'm not there yet. So
that's wonderful.
I am sure it will be good for her, especially with the winter time coming up. That will give her some.
Yeah, it's just they're just the sweetest little. They are the sweetest little companions. They are. I am, and I will say this, and this will segue back into the nature of the Pinkhouse. I am a woman that, through the nature of the experiences that I've had in my life, I do very well from animal therapy. It really helps my psyche. It helps to ground me. It it just puts me in a space because they give you unconditional love and it's no hitting nothing with it, and they're just there. They cheer you up, pick you up when you're just having one of those really bad days. And so I'm a big proponent for that, for not just for that reason, but that's why it's important to me because, women that come through the Pinkhouse that stop here to look at the content or what have you, a lot of them have gone through similar struggles. And I would say to them, if you haven't, you might want to think about investing in getting, because there are so many rescues out there, rescuing an animal, be it kitten or dog or whatever. My sister has a fish, it could be anything. But you're nurturing it, it's relying on you for its survival. And so it just creates this relationship that really helps you're thinking more about somebody or something else than the circumstances that you're in. And so that's always a big encouragement for me. So I'm really thrilled for her. Like you said, the wintertime is coming, and that's always, when stuff is dying and the earth is, trying to rejuvenate itself. Sometimes people have a hard time dealing with that, if they're alone. And so, I am just thrilled for winter, and I hope everything works out wonderful. I can't wait till she gets the little guy so I can meet him.
I'm sure it'll work out.
So I'm so glad you're embracing your role as the fur grandmama.
She's gonna make me.
That's good. Now I'm gonna tell you, she's good because she might be the cat whisperer that nobody knows about. Because I will say to you guys, my baby, I've had her for a year, and she, as a rescue, you just have to let them show their personality. And so she was not very, like, she doesn't like to be held a lot, and like she would jump up and jump right down immediately on the bed, and she just started doing that a couple months ago. Well, I leave and go to Florida. She has a gorgeous caboodle that she loves and loved to sleep in, and when she comes back home, she looks at the caboodle like she's never seen it before. Like, what happened to my cat? Why won't she sleep in the thing? And the next thing I know, she's sleeping on the foot of my bed. So I said, went to broken fixed her all in one weekend, all in 1 week. So whatever she did, she's got the Midas touch. So I was thrilled with that. Mm-hmm.
All kind of exciting new things and changes and whatever. And I'll tell you, I'm so excited for this weather change because I love a good hoodie, as you can see. I couldn't wait.
I do too.
Love a good hoodie. So the weather's changing. It's crisp outside. You're gonna see the leaves falling. Like, this is my jam for this time of the year. So I'm super excited about the weather change. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of good things coming up.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, the other thing that's coming up every October, I donate about 30 care packages to the cancer center where I got my treatment from. And so I curated with a local artist to make something to donate to the gift. And she's done it. I can't wait to see what it is. And my collaborator here is supposed to be donating something for the pack. And so, it's just something that these people can see that somebody thought about them for a moment, took a moment out of their time to think about them and just want to wish them well in their health journey. And so, because I know how I felt when people were doing that when I was in active treatment, and still, and you just always want to pay it forward to help the next person that's dealing and struggling with a disease process, regardless of whether it's breast cancer or any type of cancer, any type of disease, because yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, we know that October is Breast Cancer Month. So obviously you'll be seeing a lot of cancer logos and things, designs that I'm coming up with as well. But really for any type of cancer, it's a good time to just, think about that and like she was saying, do something towards that, because not all the other cancers have a dedicated time period or whatever else to it. And so they may be not really forgotten, but they're not really on the.
They don't have the bigger voice like
like breast cancer does. So I try to take that opportunity to kind of recognize them. I've had several family members that have passed from cancer, not breast cancer, different, types of
Right.
cancer, or just dealing with it, survivors of that as well. So October is a month that I try to, do something. We used to do the
We
walk.
used to walk, and then they moved it from Maryland.
Yeah.
And so that altered that because we did that for a couple of years, and that was really good. And so then this is just another way it's evolved
Right.
for me to pay it back. And
Donating.
hmm,
So now donating is taking a
yeah,
part
to
as
help
well.
these individuals. And so, yep. And I think in my brain, I'm thinking that's where I'm at right now. I'm thinking, and I'm still in my hair journey. I will say I have a lot of growth here. And I'm gonna be compiling like a video diary soon, and I'm getting ready to start my third master class. That starts, I think, Saturday. There got so much on Saturdays.
Yeah,
My third master class with Curl Mix to try to really understand the product and understand my hair, what have you. But I'm still loving it. I love the community because you get so many resources like that way. I will say this. I think for all the negative things that people put out there about Facebook and social media and all those things, they can be really resourceful because even with the DAC, the Diamond Art Club, and what have you, oh my goodness, in just 2 days, I've gotten so many little tips and insights on how to do certain things or what have you. You get coupons that you can use, and so they are very resourceful. Some of the things that are on Facebook, and so I'm appreciative of that because sometimes you just need a little encouragement. And so when you're in a group of like-minded people doing something, and you can get that encouragement, even if it's not from your project, if you're looking at somebody else's in the comments or coming in, you still get help that way. So yes.
Oh, I did do. I did. Almost forgot. Olivia will be upset with me. So I did create finally a business Facebook page. I've always had my personal,
Right.
but did finally jump over into that realm of having a business page. And I'm not saying how much I'm gonna do on it because all these pages and all of that is a whole
I
lot.
know, because I've had a business page from when I first joined Mary Kay. So you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's a lot of pages, but yeah, I do have, yeah.
And then doing Instagram and any other platform.
Right. And that's what I'm like, okay, I'm trying, just the old brain. I'm trying to learn it all,
But yeah, I'm trying to really make things be more business wise, so that because most of the things that I post are business related anyway. But just to show a distinction, like if you're coming here, you know what you're coming here for.
right.
So if you're not about the advertisements or about that, then
Don't come here.
don't come here. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
That's funny you should say that because in the Facebook group that makes the custom pens, so the lady, when they have a sale or something, because that's where it's funny how they have theirs linked. They have an Etsy store, but through their Facebook group, it links you right to the Etsy store. So I thought, wow, okay. So this lady kept saying, "Could you stop sending me your post? I'm not interested." And so she really nice. She did it in a very nice fashion. Helped her to appreciate that. That's how they get the notices out that they're having a sale. It's a small business. That's how they pay their bills. And so, that if she wanted, what she said to the lady, and if you want to quietly uh, unjoin or whatever,
quietly quitting.
right, quietly quit the page, you're more than welcome to do that. But it was like, I'm not going to stop so I just thought she handled it really nice. It was like, okay, because apparently at one point you were interested in it because you joined the page,
Right.
So, girl, I was like, because she said it like twice, and then finally the lady acknowledged it and was like, okay. But she did it in such a very diplomatic manner. The woman couldn't be upset about it because it's like, you would think it was a no-brainer that you're not interested, just don't
Right.
get off the page,
It's
So
funny. I don't, I'm not really sure
yeah,
what you show up for. Yeah,
good.
it's about, but it's all kinds out there. So
Yeah,
what can I say,
potato, potato, tomato, tomato. You know,
So
yes. I
all
think
right.
that's it. I don't have any more than that. I don't think.
Yeah, so we've caught up. We're looking forward to new things.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that's about it too. Listen to dragging it
All
on.
right, to both channels.
Like,
Enjoy the update
comment,
and
subscribe.
subscribe. Yes,
Make sure
and
you
we're always
share.
open to if you know someone that's looking for something custom, you can direct them to CLM Custom Designs. If you know someone that has a story that they want to share, whether it's a survivor story, a caregiver story, or if they're an entrepreneur starting out or already been in business, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my meter.
What have you been eating today? Because it's about to blow up.
Okay. Well. Don't
I
interrupt
will
live.
not ask the number on camera. We'll talk about that.
But anyway, so yes, just direct them our way. You can direct them to Lindsay at the Pinkhouse. We're looking, and just keep enjoying the content. We enjoy making it. We're getting better at it all the time, and so it is a labor of love on both parts. We work hard at it. Hopefully in a year's time we'll look back and go, oh, I was still a little, tweaking how to do this or whatever. But it's a learning process, and we learn in every step of the way. And so we're glad that you're going with us on the journey. And so bring your friends
Appreciate
along.
all your support.
Yes, we do. Because as Cece, I don't know why she's being embarrassed to mention, she did crest the 300 subscriber mark. Did you know?
Yeah, I did. Thanks.
Yeah. So, and that's a big deal. And that's having had the channel in less than a year. So that's hard work. That didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen because she wished it to happen. It's because she's been working at it. I'm the snail. I'm slowly crawling, but it's okay. It's growing. I looked today, and the numbers were, I think I was at 145 or 146, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah. And so, we just work at it every day, and we try to bring you positive, uplifting content. And so that's our motto.
We do it because we love it, and whatever happens as a result of that is just a bonus.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, guys, this has been our girlfriend channel to channel check-in. I'm going to end this broadcast now.
Again, be safe, people.